You know, I noticed that every time I'm high, I find myself doing some really questionable shit. I'm not talking about like, oh yeah, you didn't do the dishes, you're gonna do them later. Questionable shit. I'm talking about like going to the middle of nowhere to meet someone off the Facebook marketplace by myself when it's almost dark, questionable type shit. So I had this woman make me 3 masks, and I told her I'd pick them up. She left them outside. I paid over the internet. Pretty much that was it. So I'm driving, and I start leaving town, and I realize that, hey, I'm leaving town, and you still got about 15 minutes to go. So at that point, I knew I was going to a secluded area. But what's the worst that can happen, right? I pull up, get out, there's the mask, pick it up, and go about my day. Out walks the Godfather. Like literally like an Al Capone type guy. Look, we're going through a pandemic, we're quarantined, we're self-isolating, so of course I'm going to chat with somebody no matter who it is, because I don't get much adult time working from home. So I will speak to you for as long as you want to talk to me, because I want to talk. The guy ends up asking me if I smoke weed. Remember, I'm high. So I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, do my eyes look that bad? Can he tell that I'm high? And then I realized that I'm wearing my fucking sunglasses. So of course he can't tell that I'm high. And then I'm like, oh, let me take them off. And I take them off, and then I realize it's starting to get dark. Once again, I'm about 15 minutes outside of Run. He then asked me if I want to go around back and check out the back of his property because he has 2 acres.
What the fuck?
So I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? You know, it's not like I'm out here in the middle of nowhere with a strange dude taking me out back to his house when it's about to get dark. And I'm high. Of course, I'm going to walk out back with this dude. On the walk around back, he begins to tell me that he's been clean off anything hard for all these years, not even alcohol. But then 20 seconds later, he then tells me he smokes weed, but then tells me he's clean, but he smokes weed. Honestly, he probably talked about weed in his backyard more than anything else. And the whole time I'm like, oh my God, he has to know I'm high. Why does he keep talking about weed? I don't know this guy. I'm not gonna lie, I probably hung out with a stranger for 20 minutes before I'm like, fuck, I need to go.
Run.
I'm walking up his driveway and it's literally dark. It's like 8:30 at night. The last thing he says to me is, if you want to get a hold of me and you want to hang out and smoke some weed out back with a bonfire, all you have to do is hit up my ex-wife. That's the one that you bought the mask from. And on the drive home, I really was fucking considering hanging out with this dude sometime. This strange dude that I never met. I was actually thinking, oh yeah, I could hit him up. That'd be fun. He had a nice property, you know? So yeah, I'm definitely not smoking weed anymore. Like, ever.